Learning to see the shapes and the value or lightness and darkness of those shapes that make up the object you're drawing is one of the most important things you can do if you want to draw or paint realistically. At first glance, this photo looks like a complicated mass of jumbled lines, colors, and values that all go together to make up what we see as a bearded face and coat. Let's break it down into simpler shapes that are the right value and color. For accuracy, we can use a grid to make sure all our shapes are the right size and in the right place. Lightly draw a grid like this right on your canvas. There's a line from corner to corner, and in the center from top to bottom and side to side. Then there are center lines between each of these lines and edges. You can keep splitting the spaces down into smaller and smaller areas to get more accuracy if you like. Here we will just use the 16 squares I've shown. Then on a piece of tracing paper covering your original photo, draw exactly the same number of lines. If you look at just one area, you can see only a small fraction of the picture, making it easier to see the shapes and placement in that area. Also notice the value and color of each shape, judging it by the value and color of the shapes next to it. Draw these shapes in the same relative areas on the canvas. Then begin filling in these shapes with colors and values that match the original photo. It helps to see the shapes and values if you squint your eyes and blur the image. The rest of the painting is just a series of refining the shapes over and over down to the final value and color. Notice that in this entire explanation, I never did mention painting a nose, an eye, an ear, a beard, a collar, or anything that you can identify as an object. Actually, using this method, you could paint this picture upside down and still have a pretty good likeness. This is exactly how I work, and I hope it helps the way you think about your painting.